This is Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Shade 45.
Wake your fuck ass up. That crust.
Sway in the morning, Shade 45, man. Number one hip hop station on the planet. This ain't morning radio. This is life radio.
Life radio.
Home of President Obama. When he speaks to the people, who will he call?
Sway. That's true. That's facts.
Valerie Jarrett from the Obama administration. Who they call?
Sway.
In the morning, the whole team. Don't just make it about me, okay?
That's true. We did speak to her, Heather.
Okay. You want the latest in music, world premieres. Where do you go?
Sway in the morning.
Thank you. Issues that confront and touch the world and the community. Where you?
Sway.
Thank you, Heather B. Well, today, man, I'm really happy and excited about. I got my friend up here, and I say this because there's people you watch while you're in the business. I'm a music culture fan, and it doesn't limit myself. I don't limit myself to my neighborhood, my block, my state,
right,
my coast, all that craziness that we've kind of burdened ourselves with coming up in hip hop culture. And I've always been fascinated about music culture in general and what goes on while things happen, while things take place here in the United States. And places like France, where they have such a tremendous music scene, a tremendous hip hop scene, and has been like that for a couple of decades. Places like Germany, places like Sweden, Netherlands, places like Japan, places like South America, Africa, where it all began.
Amen.
But if you go to the United Kingdom and you go to London and no surrounding area, the British Isles, if you will, have the B.
I'm listening.
And you talk about where this cry for justice, this cry for people who felt disenfranchised, this cry for people who didn't really have access to a lot of things privileged folks have access to and wanted their voices to be heard. That's the origins of this thing we call hip hop culture, right? So it pollinates around the world, it spreads, and like-minded people who are going through similar situations and where they were brought up, you start to create. You know what I mean? You grow up as a kid, you don't understand what's going on. Like my friend here, he looked like he was an angry kid. Because I'm going to tell you why.
Tell us.
You breaking it down, boy.
Yeah, he seemed like an angry kid who needed something to say. I've hung out with him as an adult. When I went over to the UK the last time, I hung out with a legend, Heather B. When you look at a lot of artists, when you look at songs like, what's the song Jay-Z and Rihanna and...
Umbrella?
And Kanye made
Run This Town.
Run This Town. Okay. When you listen to a Yeezus album or you listen to different artists that are stepping out of their comfort zone and trying to approach music from a whole totally different perspective, a lot of that influence, ironically, even though hip hop started here, when it spread out, people put their own twist on it. And then people from here can go overseas and hear these things and see people's style, and you borrow bits and pieces and make it your own. And that whole grime feel that you hear in a lot of folks' music now, they call it grime. We're going to explain what that is momentarily, come from a few of its pioneers. I'm sorry, homie, I got to set you up right.
That was the deepest breakdown. I'm about to just leave now. I don't even
No,
need to do anything else.
And this man, when you see a lot of the newer grime artists, you know, that are out now who are doing that thing. I met Tiny Temper. He's been around for a minute. Jammer, all these different Stormzy and all these guys that are doing really well for themselves now. There was always a sacrificial lamb. Some of the guys who walked through the door first and took the cabbage and all the fruit that they threw on stage at them because they didn't understand where the sound was coming from. Maybe they didn't understand the rage. This is one of those pioneers with us right now from the UK, the one and only legendary Dizzee Rascal is here, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much. Jeez.
I got to get that off, man, because it's the only time I get their attention, man. Nah, man, I respect you and what you done. And last time I was in London, Heather B, you know, I was out there doing a new app that we were a part of, and we were doing something at the Apple Store, moderating a discussion in London. And I called up the homie and told him, you know, I'm coming to town. Him, Tiny Temper, a couple guys, Sway. from the UK. I had the best London experience I ever had. Dizzee Rascal took me out and took me to places, and we went to the Soho House in London.
Nice. Wow.
You know, I went to but we went to a club. I met you up, and we went to a club. What's the name of that club?
I can't remember what. I just know that getting in there was a bit of a madness at first, but we got in there.
We got in there, right?
Got in there,
and so we walk up to the club, and you see people, you hear people whispering, "Oh, it's Dizzee Rascal." What the fuck? Damn, that's Dizzee Rascal. And the line spread now. We get to the security guard, who obviously knew that's Dizzee Rascal. And so we get to the front, and he's like, "Yeah, we about to go in." He's invited, and the security guard did one of the worst things that I think security guards do at times.
Oh, I'm excited to hear this.
When you know who it is in front of you, and you still want a power trip.
Oh,
At the end of the day, they're going to let this man in. He's a UK legend, but you still want to run the, I can't let you in. There's not a line outside. It wasn't packed inside. Tell him what happened next.
He let us in.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
He let us in.
He let us in.
Yo, Dizzee barked on this dude, and this dude might have been 6'3". I was like, Dizzee, what are you doing? You're going to get crushed. Dizzee walked up on this dude, 6'3", Heather, looked like a UFC fighter. Like, you don't let us in.
My kind of dude.
That dude let us in.
We did that after. We were good afterwards.
Yeah, we were good.
Me and them, we were cool, and then we went.
Oh man, they gave us drinks, whatever we wanted, man. How you doing? Welcome to the show,
Thank
man.
you, brother. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
I want to ask you some questions, just as a fan. Wiley, who's Wiley when it comes to grime, the grime movement?
Wiley's the godfather of grime. That's what they say, man. But Wiley. We've had our ups and downs, but Wiley's someone who I looked up to in the game. Yeah. And he was my favourite MC as a kid. Him, D-Double-E, someone called Riddles. And he's a legend. Like I said, we've had our ups and downs. Yeah. But he's a legend. Big up Cage too is another one that's been real prominent in my life. He's one that don't get a lot of credit, but he's actually done probably the most, to be fair.
How did grime, and I'll ask you about the ups and downs, but how did grime what is grime?
Yeah, exactly. The basics.
This is what grime is to me, because everyone's got their own interpretations, but fuck you, I feel like I should have some say. How about that?
I'm here.
All right, cool. Grime, me personally, grime, it's
take your time. We got a whole
sound system culture.
Okay.
That's basically what it is, yeah?
Yeah.
Me personally, I grew up listening to drum and bass, UK garage at the time, which originally came from America, and I listened to hip hop. I listened to grunge too. So this is, like I said, this is my input. This shit that I was into. So first off, I was a drum and bass DJ. I mixed records, and then eventually I started MCing. So I learned to rap fast. I learned to rap at like 170 BPM first, and eventually I slowed down later. Okay. So your drum and bass out behind, it's all muddled up because this is to me.
Take
this
your
is
time,
all,
breathe, baby.
We're here for it.
This is 14 years ago.
Yes.
So
but
okay.
I like the history, so people can see how it got up to when Kanye brought all the grime artists out on stage.
Exactly.
Okay, cool. So you had the drum and bass scene, which eventually UK garage scene took over. Then we were kind of on the back end of the UK garage scene. So when the garage scene got a bit bougie, and the clubs wouldn't let us in. I mean, the hooded kids, right, with the trainers
dress
and all
code.
that. You know,
And garage is garage for us.
Right.
For us, it's garage.
UK garage.
Yeah.
So we kind of and pirate radio scene. It all come from pirate radio, man. All come from pirate radio. So we were trying to get into the clubs again, and eventually we just did our own thing, making our own music, making our own beats. Like, so you have people like me, Wiley, Roll Deep, Morph, White Crew, Nasty Crew, Rough Squad, and it's all over London, all different pirate radio stations. It's a pirate radio based scene. And then fucking hell, man.
No.
So
the pirate, this is before you start making records, or were you making records?
No, I was still making little records, but one of the big records that came out was I Love You, and I first put it on White Label. So this is the time where we was making records. First we started off with dub plates. Yeah. So I'd go and cut dub plates in North London and give the tracks to the DJs, to put certain DJs that I was feeling. So we'd go and cut it onto lacquer. Then eventually we cut them onto record, white labels. Yes. So, and there's a couple of instrumentals as well as tracks like I Love You that were on white label first. So we got to a level where we'd go and take them, see how Master P and that used to have the records in the back of the trunk and take them to the shops. That's how we started off like that. So it got to a point we'd take them to them. Then we'd have to wait to get our money back when they sold them. Then it got to a point where we got so popular where we just take it and get the money straight away.
Oh,
Nice.
And re-up and go and do
And what
that
year
shit,
is this about?
This is like 2002.
2002.
Oh, wow.
Because I Love You
Yeah.
came out around 2001.
It started off
2002.
2002, then it came out officially in 2003, if I remember.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
something like that. And then we used to basically the raves. So there was a pirate radio scene and a rave scene. So in London, it was like more under 18s raves, and like that was the hood. It was just straight up the hood. So like, the only thing I can compare it to was early New York, where you had the parties in the park with the sound systems and all that. It's the same thing,
Right.
like,
Okay.
and like they were edgy. They were edgy places to be. This is before the hipsters got onto it. Before you were from at ends, and it was political to go to another area.
Okay.
So say like Queens dudes going to Brooklyn.
That's
So
like unheard of.
It's a thing. Like,
Okay.
but the music brought us together. And then eventually took us nationwide because now I'm going up north and I'm seeing Manchester guys and Liverpool guys and Birmingham guys. That's like wow, like right. And then they're on this thing. Like
Yeah,
it's
they're on
real.
that whole grime movement.
Yeah, and they're on this tick. They're just super real up there. I didn't know that because I'm from London. When you're from London, you care about London.
Yeah.
But like I said, the music brought everybody together, and then it started becoming bigger than the hood, and just started becoming a national thing.
See, this was taking place when the Marshall Mathers LP came out. This Stankonia, the Fix,
50 Cent.
50 Cent, was come. So to put it in perspective, this was going on while that was going on here. This was what was going on there.
And Diplomats.
Okay, Dipset and everybody. What was your Wiley? Well, y'all had your run.
Oh yeah, and another thing, music-wise, I was really influenced by 3 6 Mafia.
Okay.
So the tracks like "I Love You,"
Yeah.
that was me. I had tracks before that were actually sampled 3 6 Mafia, but "I Love You" was like my attempt at doing the whole "I Love You" because I heard that's how they repeated their hooks.
Yeah.
So Crunk, what ended up becoming trap now, I was onto that then, and that's what I was hugely influenced by because that was the first music that I felt that I could make.
Yeah.
At the time, I didn't know who to get beats from, so I just started making beats. I started off on like whatever music 2000, then Cubase, then eventually went to a proper studio and started using Logic. I mean, I dropped out of college and that year, and then made "I Love You."
Yeah, I'm sure your parents are proud of you. And that's when the Boy in the Corner album came out. When did that come out?
Pretty much that year.
The same year. I'm gonna
So
play
it's all a bit mud. It's not in order. There's gonna be people that see this and gonna be like pissed off with my explanation of it. It could have been clearer, but I'm here. And so
I get it.
Like, yeah.
Well, it takes time, and we just put it in perspective because at the end of the day, what you don't pick up on, research it.
Word.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
anyway, it's because I'm trying to dig it up from memory and remember everything. That's it. It's different for me. Everyone's catching up to it now, and everyone's got. But it's my part, and I've done so much in between that. But it's now I've just been born. No, you need to get back on that Grime thing. You need to go. Oh, right. I don't want to. All right, then. Cool. You know what I mean? It's just,
I did that. Like I'm making records with Calvin Harris now. I'm going wild.
That's the thing. And the crazy thing is, he had his first #1 with me.
Yeah.
And then he gave me another #1. And now he look like he's through the roof.
He's through the roof.
It's unreal. Walking around with him in America is something else.
Yeah.
It's like it's crazy. So like,
let's play "I Love You." I'm opening up the phone lines. Dizzee Rascal is here. 888-742-3345. We getting a hip hop history lesson. Play in the morning. That's my man Dizzee Rascal right here with us. Boy in the Corner. He's giving us a history on grime.
Absolutely.
Because we don't know. We don't know in the States, man.
Right.
We think we know. We don't know. You got to respect.
The crazy thing though, there's a bunch of people. There's going to be a generation in the States that do know because I've toured this album. I came here in 2003, 2004. I remember the first show I did in America was Williamsburg, just as it started getting gentrified.
Yeah.
I saw the promoter the other week.
In Brooklyn.
In Brooklyn.
Wow.
On the back of a flatbed.
Yeah.
It just started turning into what it is now.
Yeah,
the
hipster
beginning.
nation.
Yeah.
What year was that?
2003.
2003.
And I toured America a few times. I mean, I did SOBs back in the day.
Wow.
Get it?
Yeah.
So have you felt like, all right, because just like Sway was talking about in the States, you wouldn't realize it, but they've been influenced by what's going on in the UK. But I haven't really heard the artists here vocalize their influence, being inspired by grime. Do you feel like artists in the States give you your just credit?
Yeah, I guess so. It's like it's a back and forth thing though, because you can say that they're influenced by Grime and all that, but I was influenced by American music.
Okay.
That's what made me want to rap in the first place. The only major difference was I grew up listening to drum and bass MCs. So they to me, I wanted to sound like them because they sounded like they were from down the street. And I could see some of them. Like, so I didn't rap in American accent, which is a big mistake a lot of people made, not just in England, like a lot of rappers outside of America had this whole thing where they thought it'd be cool to rap in an American accent.
Right.
So I didn't see the point in that. I was into American stuff though.
Yeah. Who was the first? I mean, because we saw at the Brit Awards, we saw Kanye bring out a horde of just grime rappers, you know. And that was
you know what? It's divided too because some of them people people call grime. There's another set of people that argue that they're not grime.
What are they? What do they consider themselves?
Well, you've got the rap scene. And you've got the grime scene, which was the only thing that kind of separates us really is, I guess, the sound of some of the music, but it's the pirate radio aspect because a lot of grime MCs came up spitting on radio, doing sets, doing whatever shows, spitting, but the rap scene is kind of a different scene, especially with the newer generation. They kind of come up on YouTube. To me,
okay, so they're influenced by a lot of that.
Yeah, it's a kind of a separate thing. But now where London is everything, maybe because of the internet or just everyone's just come together. There's been years and years of madness. There's been loads of wars, loads of fighting or whatever else, and the whole postcode things died down, and everyone's linking up more. Everyone made a point of linking up more. So people that were just rap or whatever, called themselves just rap, have just inevitably kind of linking up with grime people and everything as well, just because everyone understands now.
Music is music, right? Boy, what did you think when Kanye brought those folks out? Like that was a big deal. But was that were you on that stage that day?
Nah, I wasn't on that stage.
You wasn't on that stage.
I didn't get the call for that one.
You didn't get the call for that one? Well, who was some of the American, who was the first American artist to bring you out on stage? Because you and I have been in Houston shooting videos with Bun B. Yeah,
you know. OG. Might have been Bun, but back in the day, Pharrell brought me on stage.
Pharrell from NERD.
You went on tour with Justin Timberlake, right?
Yeah, exactly. Way back in 2004.
And what year did Pharrell bring you out?
Around that same year. So there's a video clip online of I think I can't remember what venue it was, but it's me, Pharrell, Justin Timberlake, and Will.i.am and NERD on stage live, and that was 2005.
Yeah. 2005. So this has been done then. Yeah. It's just not on as big of a stage.
Yeah, but Dizzee, why Kanye ain't call you? You know, that's our friend here. He comes here have a good time. Why he ain't call you?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
He ain't call Sway neither.
Yeah, but I've won a Brit Award.
Right.
Won a Brit Award.
So it's fine, isn't it? I don't need to be up there.
Exactly.
But it is where it is. And you know what's annoying? I got asked in an interview about it. And they asked me about it, and then, I was just trying to be cool about it. It's a look, and you see that Dizzee Rascal, this is Kanye West says him bringing them up is just like a fashion statement, blah blah. So why are you putting words in my mouth, man? I like Kanye West.
Fashion statement.
Because you said it's a look. So
I said it's a look. Yeah,
they didn't understand the slang.
But what am I supposed to say? Oh yeah, it's amazing for the culture. But I'm not the one to say that because I've done it 10 years ago.
Right.
So
Come on, catch up.
But of course, I love Kanye West's music. I think he's I'm inspired by him. You know what I mean? And some of them people on that stage are my friends. So it is what it is.
It was a good look.
Yeah,
that's what you were saying.
That's it, okay, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so you've had a few run-ins, man. What happened with Wiley? You kept bringing that up. You kept mentioning that. That was a big deal,
I'll
too.
never escape that.
Yeah.
But, me and Wiley, a lot of people don't know is me and, whatever, I got stabbed in Iron Apple, a whole bunch of stuff happened. It was wild. In them days,
wait, you just
everyone
ran over that. Hold up.
Yeah. Because the accent, too. You said you got stabbed?
Yeah. I got stabbed. A lot of people have been stabbed or shot. It happens, innit?
Yeah.
Things boil over. You know what I mean? People, egos clash and shit happens.
But you had your crew was Roll Deep.
Yeah, that's one set of people that I was emceeing with at the time. Right?
Early, okay. You see. Hey,
I like how
you see that? That was one of the set of the people I emceed at the time.
No, because I bounced around.
Okay,
and because of the way it happened with Roll Deep, is that I was pestering Wiley and all that for ages, and he didn't want to know, he weren't trying the thing. So I was always around doing what I was doing, and then one day they were in the studio. him and Roll Deep, and they needed there was 8 of them, and they needed a hook for a song, and no one could come up with a hook. And then apparently he was like, there's this kid Dizzee, he's always playing with me, he'll be good. So he brought me to the studio that day. I laid the hook down. It was a track called Bounce. I laid the hook down, sounds of the Roll Deep crew, bounce, Roll Deep crew, bounce. So that was the hook. And then I had a lyric. I put my 8 bars in. It was a lyrical tank. Boxing MC like my name was Frank. Going on dirty, going on stank. Rubbing it, that was the, so then I was just unofficially in the crew from then. There was never no thing to say.
So you was, okay.
So not to dismiss, I was obviously with them, but I'm just saying that's how it happened. But I was around Nasty crew, I was around More Fire crew, I was around Roll Deep crew, I was around all the different people.
Who was So Solid?
So Solid were, they were big. To be fair, they kicked down some doors too. Yeah. Like before, and I was actually a fan at one point as well. So before More Fire, before me, before Pay As You Go, So Solid were like a garage act, but they were from the street, and they were from Pirate Radio too. You know what I mean? They kicked that. They won a Brit Award. They just kicked down doors basically, and then
and then what?
Then it got like, it's nice because we're all older now, innit? And then there's just so much, you know what? It's so deep, yeah? People think they know the story. It's so messy. A lot of it was really stupid.
What's the story?
Some of the characters involved, it's just something I just don't talk about because it's just deeper than people know. Like the police are listening. Like no one was ever charged. I don't go to the police. And it just made people look at me and look at everything a bit differently. So I just leave it.
You just leave it alone.
People within the real circle, what happened, my side, that side, they know what happened, and we'll kind of leave it at that. There's too many characters involved.
I was just trying to give the American audience an idea of the history. That's all.
But it's one of them things you can't delve into without fishing up old stuff.
But there was a rivalry. Let's just say that.
Yeah, it was a rivalry. It was a rivalry, and then it ended up turning into more. And then, like I said, with them things there, because it was a time where our areas were going at it too. Like I said, London was real territorial at the time, you know what I mean? So sometimes going in depth with it just lets dickheads get excited. Yeah. It had nothing to do with them.
Yeah,
you know
that had nothing to do with it. Okay.
Yeah.
How did you meet DJ Semtex, who's been a pillar in the game over in the UK for a while?
Semtex came through to the studio because of Cage and because of Wiley. He wanted them for a remix or something like that. And then it's one of them things I can't even remember, I can't remember how we ended up just getting to it. I just needed a DJ, I think, at the time. And then we just traveled the world. That was it. I see him recently. I see him like the end of last year. Because we weren't chatting for a little while. But I saw him, and it's one of them ones I've seen him so many times, and like I said, I ain't got...
Yo, Dizzee lost a lot of friends along the way.
It's like let go of the weight, yo.
Sometimes I never know what I've done. Like, what did I do? But it's one of them. Yeah, you
don't believe me, yeah, because I've seen the way you did that security guard.
It's not like that with everyone. Just with some people, it's like things happen, but people don't understand. I love these people. Yeah, like, I mean, there ain't no real hate. There's just some people you just don't click at a certain point for whatever reasons. You've got to do what you got to do. They've already showed you that they'll do whatever they've got to do. So then it's like, okay, well, I'm going to do this. And then shit goes out of proportion. It's just crazy.
Dizzee Rascal is here, man. We got a lot of people on the phone lines. There's a song you did, first song that broke ground with Calvin Harris. What year was that? About?
That was 2008. Yeah.
And it's called Dance With Me. Yeah. And this was a song that helped catapult Calvin Harris's image and brand. Dizzee Rascal probably had no idea when he was doing this song what was about to happen. I don't know. No,
it's because I was independent at the time as well.
Yeah. And
in fact, I offered it to the label I was on. I had a 3-album deal with XL Recordings, and my deal was up, and I was going back and forth with other labels or whatever, trying to get a new deal, and they're trying to offer me the same as my first deal. After everything I'd done, I'd gone gold 3 times. So I was like, well, no, that's not going to work, is it? Right. So then my manager said, like, we could go with it, take a deal, or you could go independent. And it's like, to me, it was just like going back to what I started off with the white labels and just doing it's like, okay. And then I was influenced like by Jay-Z, Master P and all that. There was a time to be your own man, innit? Like, I like that. And then we offered them Dance With Me, but they had this thing where I think they wanted me to stay like the cool underground.
Mm-hmm.
I want to show you to my hipster mate type thing.
Yeah.
Like, but I made a natural progression to like, let me try this something more accessible, something for the girls, something pop and all that. Like I said, I toured with Justin Timberlake like when I was like 20. I'd been on stage spitting hard, mad bars at little girls and understanding that I'm probably going to need something at some point that the people could sing along to, you know what I mean? Like, it's all good. So I made a natural progression to it and then they didn't want it. So that's why I put it out myself. Blew up. Couldn't believe it. And then I had like 4 number ones and a platinum album by myself.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Look at him now. You studied on this Dizzee Rascal. Let's play it. Sway in the Morning, Shade 4-5. This is Dance With Me. You don't got it yet?
Behind the scenes.
It's on the list.
But real quickly though, if we can, Dizzee, you being in the middle, if you watch it, what do you think happens more? Do you think you see a lot of American artists go to the UK and you see that style being taken, or you see UK artists come here and see the American? What do you see happening more?
For a minute, a lot of UK artists didn't come out here because we didn't really have money like that, and whoever did, they were sort of they were up to no good, obviously. So, but originally, but Americans come over here and they get super influenced by London and Paris, especially. But like I said, we've always been influenced. It's a trade. You've got a bigger platform to use it. You know what I mean? If you like clothing and style and whatever, music and that, you've got the bigger platform, so to get it out there to the world.
Do you think, because you hear it all the time, do you think that fans in the UK are more receptive though of us? Because sometimes the same artist that's been in the game for a long time can't get a show here in New York, but then they could go and tour forever overseas. What do you think that is?
It's always been like that. Like a lot of America is always, even with the biggest pop bands, biggest boy bands and all that, they've always took it to Europe, especially the UK, built it up there and sold it back to America. That's just the history of music. Like,
you guys are more open-minded? Do you think that's what it is?
I think maybe. We always have been. Oh, yeah.
I agree with that.
I was watching the documentary about Jimi Hendrix. Same things. He was there doing his thing in America. They weren't really taking to him. He went to England around the time of the Beatles and that, and got put on, and then came back to America. And then,
that happens all the time. Dizzee Rascal is with us right now. I'm opening up the phone lines, 888-742-3345. All right, that's right there. Dance With Me. That's Calvin Harris and Dizzee Rascal. You guys have since done more music together. Calvin Harris is arguably one of the biggest DJ producers in the world. And that was one of his first mega smashes because of this man, Dizzee Rascal.
I was number one for a month.
That felt good, huh? Yeah. Now you know what it's like to be LL Cool J.
You know what? Bun B said that to me. Bun B, he told me that's the one that he could compare me to.
It's LL.
Came out hard and made something for the ladies or something for everyone to be nice, and then it took off.
All right, so with that special month and the ladies, what are the groupies like over there? Are they different? Because I know you've had from both sides of the pond, player.
You know what? I've calmed down so much.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the groupies are saying anymore. Like, I'm scared to be on the DMs on Twitter and trying anything. Like, I've just calmed down so much. Like, I'm 31 now. I'm not an old man. I'm talking like I'm old.
No,
but we was wild back in the, like, it was just wild. So now I'm just so focused on what I'm doing. But
right.
I love America.
You're old man.
No, I'm not an old man.
31.
Right, 31 is so young.
I know, but think of when I popped.
Right.
That's true.
So 17, 18, I've been coming out to America and I was welcomed.
Yeah.
Got
a lot of American head,
it's
huh?
Been good.
Yeah. America was good to you.
It was good to me.
Yes. I'm not bad. Dizzee Rascal is here. James, what's up, man? Say hello to
James,
Dizzee.
what's up?
You don't want to chew that.
Hey, what's going on? How y'all doing? Morning, everybody.
Good morning, James.
I want to give a shout out to old Dizzee Rascal, man. You did a movie that played a lot of your songs called One Day back in the day. And I remember it, man. I'll never forget you. That song, I Love You, was on there. And We Ain't Having It. That ain't you?
We Ain't Having It. Jeez, I forgot about that. That's one of the ones that weren't even on the album. Yeah, that's. Yeah,
man. I want to give big ups to y'all, man.
Appreciate it, bro.
A lot of Americans do not understand that you guys influence a lot of swag in the way that people dress, the way that people act around here. They don't even know where they got it from. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it, man.
But Yeah, big ups to you. But hey, I got a question for Heather B. I got a serious satellite radio, man, and there's this a radio commercial that comes on about saving credit or whatever. It's a girl that comes on there. It's like, oh, they gave me a second chance. It sounds just like you. That's not you.
No, I didn't do. I didn't do that voiceover, James. That's hysterical. That you are so funny, James. You have a great ear, but no, that's not me.
Hey, James.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, man. Holler. Yeah, holler. All right. We got what was that movie? The dance movie where they
Rise.
And that you had a song in Rise to Fix Up Look Sharp.
Yeah, and then there was there's been a few 40-Year-Old Virgin. If you ever watch that again, there's a scene in the car where the girl's driving drunk and she throws up. If you listen to the background music, that's me. So next time you listen to that,
Man, come on,
yeah,
dude.
that's crazy.
Get it.
But you heard this right here.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? I made this for Westwood.
But Tim Westwood.
I made it because Westwood wasn't checking for me like that. I know he's checking for everyone now.
Yeah.
But at the time, no one saw me like he wasn't looking at me like he was the pinnacle of hip hop at home. He was like, I need to make a dub plate for Westwood. It's a dub plate. That's what I thought it was. And I remember Cage playing the record, the original. I was like, woo, and all that. Yeah. I'd never heard this song before. You know what I mean? I didn't hear the Run DMC one. You have to think.
Oh, you didn't even know that. Here we go. You never heard? Here we go.
Nah.
Wow.
Wow, let's
And
hear
this is
it.
Big Beat.
Let's hear it.
I've heard the gossip from the street to the slammer. They're trying to see if Dizzee stays true to his grammar. Being a celebrity don't mean shit to me. Fuck the glitz and glamour, hit 'em with the blitz and hammer. Because they're talking black Russian. To be on my back, to my face, they say nothing. Stand up in the box, keep a firm, steady stance. Keep the beanies talking, keep the beanies hot flushing. Flushing MCs down the loo. If you don't believe me, bring your posse, bring your crew. Feel free to hate, cause I ain't trying to be your mate. Be serious, you wouldn't lost the hour in my shoe. It's an Air Force One. Trainers by the truckload, trainers by the ton. There'll be days when I catch you by your days. Chunk, best to act like Forrest Gump, best to run. Fix up, look sharp.
Dizzee Rascal here. Run DMC.
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. DMC and DJ Run. Dum diddy dum diddy diddy dum dum. We're rocking on the mic and then you know where we're from. Dum diddy dum diddy diddy dum dum. We hope y'all ready for the big beat drum. Drum diddy drum drum. So people in the place in the big beat come. Here it come. Here it come. Here it kitty come.
Dizzee Rascal's here. Sway in the morning, Shade 45. Tim Westwood.
Yeah, I've got to give a shout out to Cage though.
Yeah.
Because he produced that track. And the knock is mad on my version. I have to say, big up to Run DMC.
Yeah.
But it don't knock the same. It don't knock the same.
Yeah, that was the 80. What version?
84, 83?
I was born in 84.
That was live from the Funhouse. That was a live version also.
Oh, that was a live version?
Definitely didn't have the knock.
It didn't have the knock. It didn't have the studio knock. Maybe. That's Run DMC. So we're going to... All right,
Greatest.
so Dizzee Rascal is here. The greatest. Tim Westwood, man, is a person that I feel like he King Tech, and I have parallel paths in terms of being very instrumental in a lot of people's careers early on and just kind of waving a flag. I don't know his whole story, but I know that he's put a lot of folks on his platform.
Not me.
Not you.
Nah, but we got there in the end though. Me and we got a funny relationship. We could joke about it.
Yeah.
But in the beginning, nah.
Why not?
It just whatever. I don't just weren't checking for me like that. But he got there. There's a freestyle of me and Wyclef going back to back on the Westwood show. Years ago.
Yes.
Like right at the beginning, Westwood wasn't checking for me like that. But it doesn't matter because he checks for me now, and he's still to me. He's still the Don of UK hip hop.
Don of UK hip hop.
Yeah, that's that.
You got some folks.
Not the Don of UK hip hop. Don of hip hop in the UK. He's the one who got it.
He was the conduit for everybody, right? He had provided all these various platforms. But I like that about him too, because we would like that too. Not everybody could get on our show for whatever reasons.
Right.
Some of them we call wrong, but but for whatever reasons he stood by what he believed in, right?
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess.
But he's definitely been a pillar.
That's the OG.
That's the OG, Tim Westwood.
That is. Like,
okay, so, man, I got to go to these phone lines, man. There's a lot of people that want to talk to you right now. Angel's on the line from California.
Hey,
Angel, good morning.
Hello, yo.
What's up? Say what's up to Dizzee Rascal. Got to go quick.
What's up, Dizzee Rascal? I want to give a shout out, man. You're up there with the legends. I heard you from way back in middle school. You're up there with Deltron 3030, Mr. Lift. And you're up there with the greats Acrobat, man. You're right up there with those times, man.
Respect, brother. Thank you, man.
I'm following you on your Instagram. You're doing a lot of big things, man. Keep it up and stay away from those Jezebels.
Jezzies.
Jezzy Bells. That was a song you
song
did.
on my album.
That was pretty. You talked about. You talked about girls who were.
It was quite a descriptive. You know what's crazy? I wouldn't even write a song like that now.
Yeah.
Now I've grown up.
I
almost feel ashamed.
Yeah.
But yeah.
What the hell what the song was about, man?
You know what? It was a long time ago. I don't even know what it was about.
It's all right.
Man, this boy got a lot of ghosts in his past, man.
you feel that, right, Sway?
Dizzee, I can't talk on that one either, Sway. Matt, what's up, man? Say hello to Dizzee Rascal. He's in Florida. Go ahead, Matt.
Oi, bro.
Yes, brother.
Good to hear you stateside.
Yes, sir. Thank you. It's good to be here, man.
Yeah, man. Just want to say big up. We've been pushing sound system culture down here for a while. You know, it's hard in the States to push the UK culture, but they coming around. I just wanted to hear from you, like, who you checking for that's coming up right now on the grime scene? Like, who's on your radar?
I personally, as a lyricist, Cass is dead. That's what I personally check for.
Mm-hmm.
He's not. The people that are into him.
Mm-hmm.
But he's not one of the names that you'll hear coming up alongside the Stormzy's or the Skeptas and all that. But Cass is dead. He's sick. He's pristine. The way he rhymes, it's impeccable. I'll give him that.
You give him that. Hey, Matt, thanks for your call. We got Patrick from Arkansas on the line. Pat, what up, baby?
Hey, what's going on the morning show? How you doing, Dizzee Rascal? I just wanted to say, how did you and Bun B become so tight and cool and everything, and what kind of influence did he have over your rap career?
I met Bun South by Southwest in 2005, and I told him that I listened to his music. UGK, I love them. They were like influential to me, and we just got on. He was because at that time again, it was American rappers and that they didn't really give a shit about anyone.
Yeah, outside of the States. That's
true.
Yeah, that's
like,
true.
And the attitude, everything exuded it. Where he was just super real and just open-minded. And then we just got tight. I don't know. And I started going to Houston. So it's like I've got history there too. Just for hanging around, being with him and the Gladiators, and I've got some crazy stories about Pimp C, man. Pimp C he's
give us one.
He's mad.
One you can tell.
Yeah.
Something he did.
Yeah.
He used to make fun of your how you sound.
Nah, he was just a madman.
Yeah.
He was just a madman, bro. He was just mad. But yeah, God rest his soul and that. And it was with Bun. He like I said, he was just super real. He just gave me a lot of guidance as well. Yeah. I could have conversations with him that there was no ego. He just took me around everything. I saw the realest shit in America. Like I was on the black side of things, on the hood side of things. You know what I mean? Even with those video shoots.
Yeah. Yeah, I came down. What video?
It was H-Town.
H-Town.
So that was the second video we did.
The second video, Trey the Truth.
Trey the Truth.
Truth was there, me, Bun B, and Dizzee Rascal hanging out at a video shoot, HB. I was sitting in front of a slab, you know what something. I mean? You know, I posed. I was looking real hard that day too, right?
Yo, check out the video. He's there. I remember when I met Trey the Truth as well. I remember I met him as well. That was another one. He was in a parking lot. And he was holding down the parking lot. Yo, Dizzee, you know he speaks real low, and you know you need him, you know, good, man. You know, hold it down, man. You know, so, all right, cool. We went in there. It was like 4 a.m, and we went to the strip club. There was a strip club, but the strip club's like a turn up. Yeah. It's like the party there, innit? Because the clubs were closed. Went in there. There must have been like 100 man, all trying, just goons, just goons, like. Just all trying to get in, rushing. Gosh, I remember we got in there. I remember getting in there, then guys around me sipping the lean, drinking, smoking, doing everything as well. And I remember Lil Wayne came through with some Titans.
Yeah, Lil Wayne
came through. Yeah, went up on the stage. Then all these girls come out of nowhere. I don't know where were they? I didn't see her and there.
Yeah.
And then it just got mad. Like naked, live on the stage, money being chucked. I was like, is this the same place? Like, what the fuck's going on? Like,
they make it storm in
crazy,
Houston.
mad.
At 4 o'clock in the morning?
4 in the morning. That's how I met Trey the Truth.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a great story. Dizzee Rascal's here, man. And when we come back, man, I got to put him on the mic, HB.
Mm-hmm.
I got it. One of the things I said, what I tell you when we were communicating earlier this week.
Of course. It'd be an honor, man. Be sitting there next. Come on, man.
I said, bring bars. He said,
Bring
of
bars.
course. He said, of course. All right, let's play that H-Town. We're going to come back. Dizzee Rascal, Sway in the morning. Sway in the morning. I'm in the video.
Hey,
Shay.
You are?
I'm in the video.
Okay, I'm about to look it up.
Yeah, H-Town.
All right, H-Town.
Dizzee Rascal, Bun B, Trey the Truth. I was with Trey the Truth last night. We were hanging out.
Really?
Trey the Truth was
What
at
up, Trey?
at the basketball thing we were at for Angela Yee.
Yes,
MB was
Terminal
there.
23.
My friends were there. We took some pictures, and I had to get ghosts on Trey because I was getting kind of bum rushed. So I had to, my exit game, Dizzee Rascal was here. My exit game is ridiculous in 2016.
What's the name of this? It's H-Town, but I see Knocking the Boots.
Jesus.
That's the group H-Town.
That one's dead. Hey.
That's the group,
You said
baby.
Dizzee was a troublemaker.
By the way, I just saw H-Town perform Knocking the Boots about 2 months ago in Oakland.
Fun fact.
Fun fact.
Did you really?
That same concert that Bobby Brown performed on. And Vivian Green.
Right.
Dizzee Rascal. You are now on Sway in the Morning, Shade 45. There ain't no smoke. There's no mirrors. This ain't Hollywood. We don't do things for clickbait. We don't do it for the headlines. We don't even need the press. Look at my team. I'm sitting next to the legend, Heather B.
Oh, yeah, Heather.
I'm sitting next to the frisky one, Tracy G.
I'll take it.
But on this show, man, you can't hide behind your production. You can't hide behind your videographer. You can't hide behind your label. You can't hide behind your crew. On this show, it's all about you and your skills. Welcome to the land of the hyenas!
You are now entering the 5 Fingers of Death.
DJ Wonder plays 5 unique beats meant to test your lyrical stamina.
I saw the look in his eyes. This guy is crazy.
Many have tried.
I'm the best. This is just another chance for me to prove it.
But many have failed.
Give me some hip-hop.
It's the 5 Fingers of Death.
Dizzee Rascal is here. DJ Wonder's gonna play 5 beats since the year 1990 when we first came on the radio. Heather, I've heard all the greats.
No doubt.
Okay, now we about to start a new extension. It's a legendary from the UK, Dizzee Rascal, Sway in the Morning,
Hey.
5 Fingers of Death.
Hey, I turn that beat up, please.
Turn that up.
Trust me. Hey. Hey. Getting this cabbage, rip up and ravage, make it a habit to damage. Whole lot of baggage, you will not manage. I'm the full package. Why did they talk like I am not established? That is so callous, they are the saddest. Why are they so full of malice? Making up fallacies, I'm in my palace, blazing up the chalice with Alice. Cause I'm a gallus, and I'm the baddest. It's not a travesty, call me your majesty. Sometimes it feels like the world's on my phallus. Push out my chest and I big up my status. Where's all the trappers? Where's all the clappers? I am not shaking on knee for my rackers or rapparatus. Put in the work and spend money on motors and slappers. What?
I like that, Wonder.
Beat number 2.
All right then. Hey. Okay. Moving nippy, taking the mickey, and I get trippy, and I'm reckless, letting loose in the city. Don't get lippy, don't get witty, it'll get sticky. Have your people saying, oh what a pity, call a committee, it'll get shitty, won't be pretty, not a nitty bitty. I'm not a kitty, you don't wanna see me hit you with a nitty gritty. Don't be silly, you don't wanna see me get cold and chilly. Bold as Billy, bold as brass, broken glass, pain in the arse, legs in the cast, left in the past, left in the marsh. That'll be harsh, snake in the grass, pull off the mask. Now you're on blast, don't be daft. Why you looking at me like you don't know what to ask? Like you never knew I'm in a whole nother class. Like what the Ross, making it last. EMCs breaking the fast, cutting them carbs, working them calves, running this ting. I'm fit for the task. It's not a fast, wrist on charge, bully on barge, having it large. It's no mirage. I lit up the dark. I move like a shark. I'm quick off the mark. Pull up a heart. I pull up and park. Roll up a spark with full disregard. Fully in charge. Keep up your guard. I guarantee you. Jeez.
You got it. Hey.
Hold up, go with that. Beat number 4. You ain't done, no.
I'm not done, no.
Beat number 4, Dizzee Rascal, 5 Fingers of Death.
Don't pet.
Sway in the Morning, come on.
Don't pit up hand to leave them hanging. I'll be down man to man, hitting with an open hand. Release the anger, world star. You could get dealt with on camera. Understand my grammar. I don't start a list, but stammer. Watch me plays the beat. Must admit it hits just like a hammer. It's a banger for the man them on the street. In the slammer, bang your doors for the cause. Breaking laws, breaking jaws, open pores, poking balls, taking scores. And be sure, never let a brother get one over yours. Never walk money over whores. Maybe always crazy flawed. It's a myth. Life's a gift. Made me pause, catch my drift, smoke a spliff, and getting them draws. Pay the cost to be the boss. Ball of loss, G's a crooks. Hey,
Come on, Dizzee.
I need to come with it though, man.
Beat number 5.
I'm away to the Ritz and my wrist is glistening. Hublot whistling, I ain't even listening. Spare me the fiction. I'm not a victim, swerving, twisting with a little mixing. Pretty little tits, she's a little vixen. Pivoting, shifting, little bit of friction. No resistance, testing the pistons. And I'm on a mission, lemon in my system. Bit of an addiction, but it's uplifting. Wishing I'll be a whole type 15. Should have been around for my godson's christening, but I was distant. Had a premonition, I was reminiscing. Look at all the shit we were risking. Back then, women never had to put the piss in. So full of mischief, now it's all different. Brothers on my timeline trying to act ignorant, and it's all instant. I'm not an infant, now I got a fly St. Vincent, and I'm insistent, cause I can't think. Hanging on the brink, better call my assistant. Handle my business, bitches on my case, cause I'm inconsistent.
Whoa, roll up.
Wheel it.
Roll up, come down, select. Dizzee Rascal.
He did that.
5 fingers of death. You got any more left? One more verse?
Fuck around and might have a little something.
Oh, that's how we feeling this morning.
Can we do some UK stuff, man? Enough of this American stuff. A little bit.
Yeah,
can we do that?
UK beat, chapter. You
ready?
Oh,
you gonna catch it?
I don't know this one.
Like I Love You, little remix.
This is Justin Timberlake, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Here we go. Let's go.
Drums.
Hey!
Hit him with the G condo in the G. Lyrical tank, lyrical pedigree. Bust the doggy on a girl Emily. Hey, yo, did they wanna try copy weed? Hit him, G condo in the G. Lyrical tank, lyrical pedigree. Dizzee Rascal from Boat E3. Inside out, Dizzee, flow, boy wild out. 6 foot deep, never climb out. Knock a boy inside, knock a boy out. Front, back, outside in. Barefoot kids sipping on ginseng. Doggy styling, in the dark park in the dark evening. Weights in the gym, blast full of Alizé right to the brim. Roll deep, so deep they can't swim. Doing it for key shot, doing it for kick. Fuck off. I didn't know them bars, innit?
Rascal.
I need that on my phone.
Sway in the morning. Shade 5.
Thank you.
The premier rap show on the planet.
Say it loud.
Premier rap show on the planet. The Vanguards. Fucking with the Vanguard. Hey. My man, Dizzee Rascal, man. Hey, it was important for us to get this history because it's time for us, we live in a great country. But this country in many ways is a byproduct of your country. And we have to now humble ourselves, be who we are, proud and prideful that this culture came from the Bronx. But really,
you know what? It didn't just come from the Bronx, though.
Well, I was gonna
get to that.
Okay, all right.
Okay. Do you know why I'm excited? Because before I come and did all this,
it's Sway in the morning. I went
from Shade 45. We don't talk about all that.
We don't talk about the other side. Fuck the other side.
Okay, good. I left you saying that.
Yeah. All right. The other guys.
Yeah.
But what's it called? I watched something on YouTube that said about there's a guy called King Charles.
Mm-hmm.
DJ Hollywood, all these other people that were doing it like 4 years or something before, all the sound systems, so especially King Charles, 4 years before. I think it's from Brooklyn. And
Cool Herc. Yeah.
No, before them.
Before Herc?
Yeah,
Okay,
before them. I met Cool Herc the other night as well, which is crazy, that same night. But yeah, King Charles, and he got what he was doing from, he came from Jamaica, same
Jamaica,
thing.
yes.
But we got it from King Tubby.
And I'll take it further than that.
Oh, of course. Wait, let me just go. Let me just take a seat though.
I'll take it further than that.
Indian style.
I mean, the style, Jamaica definitely were the origins, but the true origins come from Africa.
Yep.
And how we communicated through percussions and chants. And my Ghanaian brother might want to go on that. But if you trace it back to the true origins come from Africa. There was tribal dances, there were chants, people communicated with drums, right, and percussions. You could speak a language and rhythms. That could mean the rain is coming, I don't know.
Right.
But, and so if you do that deep-rooted research, shit came from Africa, man. We just remixed it, and so I say that to say, UK history is as important as American history, is as important as Jamaican history, is as important as African history. France,
I was
Germany,
gonna say the French, they did their thing.
The French, come
early.
on, man. The French been on this early.
Way behind them.
Yeah.
Can't front.
The French been on this early, you know, and so, but the good thing is like what you said in the UK when, you know, the regions were divided and, you know, you couldn't go to the north or you couldn't go to the east.
You just had to know what you was doing, like, but the music brought us together, definitely.
Music definitely galvanized all that, and it's done that for the countries as well. It's the only universal language, even more so than religion, we find it through this culture. So, man, I appreciate your career. I know we didn't get a chance to talk about all of it, because Dizzee's probably been in more fights than any other artist out there, probably. I'm joking. But he's accomplished so much, and I think it's important that we continue to recognize those pillars in the history. Dizzee Rascal.
Thank you, man.
My man
It's an honor,
did the
man.
5 fingers of death.
Killed it.
Man, I'm about to have lunch with Freddie Fox, a.k.a. Bumpy Knuckles, man.
Real
man,
G,
you ever meet Freddie Fox?
Nah, I know of him, though.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to introduce you to him, okay?
Amazing.
Absolutely. We want to thank all our guests who came by this week. Kevin Hart, Ice Cube, Olivia Munn. Shit, Brooke Shields was here.
We sure
Emmy
did. We had
Rossum.
Dean Cain came
Dean
by.
Cain.
Dean Cain came by this week. We just had an amazing week. All the citizens calling in and chiming in.
Miss Universe.
Yeah, Miss Universe was here. Valerie from the White House called in and she spoke.
Pretty Little Liars.
Oh, yeah, all
the
5 of them
cast
came in. Yeah.
Dizzee, how can people reach you, man? Citizens, get up. Hit Dizzee Rascal on social media, man. How can they
My
reach
Twitter is just at Dizzee Rascal. That's Dizzee with a Dizzee. And it's the same with Instagram.
Okay.
I need to sort out my Snapchat because everyone's on the Snapchat.
Yeah. Snapping now, kid.
DJ Khaled's just made it all go mad, innit?
Yeah, Khaled is killing. I'll be with Khaled next week. We're doing a school initiative called Get Schooled in Miami, so we headed down there next
And
week.
Khaled is going to be a part of that?
You going to be out there, right? Yeah. You coming too, man. All
Fire. Khaled is a part of that now?
Khaled's going to be a part of
That's
Get Schooled.
dope.
We're talking to him. He came on board, you know, and that'll be next Wednesday, I believe. We're going to be
It
going
is
to
next
Miami.
Wednesday. Yep, share them keys.
Tracy, how can I find you?
Citizens, I love y'all. So hit me on Twitter, hit me on Instagram at It's Tracy G, ITS ACYG, and also visit my website, she'sbeautyandthebeast.com.
Heather?
Big football weekend this weekend, citizens. You know I'm going to be cooking and drinking and having fun and posting it all up at the Happy Hour, WHB, Instagram, and Twitter. And also subscribe to the YouTube channel at thehappyhourheatherb.com. We had an amazing show this entire week. Sway broke down some of the guests. You missed any of it? Go to SiriusXM.com/on-demand. Also, these videos get posted on Sway's Universe. Go to the Universe and subscribe to the channel and check out some of those videos.
Next week, we're going to be releasing the videos from last week's comedy search that we did.
Good.
With Michael Blackson and also Dean Edwards, and then also the amateur comics who came on stage. We'll be releasing that on Tuesday, so be on the lookout for that. Tomorrow night, I'm going to be with Deontay Wilder, the American champion.
This week as well. Yeah.
He was a guest on the show this week. He's defending his title against Spilka. I don't know who that guy is.
But you think he's going to get knocked out?
I think Deontay is going to knock him out.
Okay.
All right. We shall see. You guys got to use.
They got David Hayes, obviously. David Hayes, I think it's tomorrow.
Yeah, it's tomorrow.
Yeah, he's going to do his thing. We all know. It's just a stepping stone to get back to the big shit.
Absolutely. But Tyson Fury, where is he from?
He's from near Manchester.
He's from
up north. Yeah.
So y'all got a UK champ, heavyweight champion.
That was crazy. Yeah. I went in the UK when it happened as well. I was pissed.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So our champ against your champ is gonna take that title. You realize that, right?
We'll see, man.
Okay. Dizzee Rascal. I'm at Real Sway on Twitter and Instagram. Sway Calloway on Snapchat and Facebook, and Sway's Universe. We're looking for new subscribers. Make sure you check that out. And on that note, we have. Oh, you know what? I want to end with this song, "How Love Begins." All right, it's a brand new Dizzee Rascal song.
You got DJ Fresh, it's DJ Fresh and High Contrast featuring myself, yeah.
Yeah, is this
your
song?
For that, bro.
Respect. Come on, man, this is the new shit. All right. Saw the video too, fun video.
Right.
Yeah.
So and can I big up Scott Cudmore?
Yeah,
he did that.
Yeah, and so people can get this now on iTunes too, right?
I think so. Yeah, it's up on Spotify, it's on a bunch of things. Yeah, it comes out soon in a few weeks.
Okay. Yeah. How Love Begins, right? It's Dizzee Rascal. Sway in the morning.